Tonight, there's controversy in the Ames arts community as an institution spanning 5 decades might be shut down at the recommendation of the ISU Athletics Department. Last Friday, Athletics Director Jamie Pollard proposed ways to close what he says will be a $30 million deficit after losing money by not allowing fans at ISU football games. As one way to cut costs, he recommended closing Stephens Auditorium indefinitely. That space, built in 1969, is one of 3 buildings that make up what's called the Iowa State Center and is home to hundreds of performances every year, including Broadway tours. The proposal came as a shock to many who grew up working at the auditorium and performing there. Tonight, Local 5's Eva Anderson checks in with those who say this decision is hurtful.
For many, theater is a second home, and since age 14, Christy's home has been C.Y. Stephens Auditorium.
I was doing some of the setup, tear down for theater, prep for Broadway shows.
Into adulthood, it became a full-blown career. As a costume designer, Christy has dressed the best of Broadway tours when they stop in Central Iowa. And each year at C.Y. Stephens, the Nutcracker has a special place in her heart.
I end up spending like 90 hours that week usually in the building.
But Christy realized she could soon be losing her childhood home for good. In an open letter from ISU Athletics, Director Jamie Pollard announced a proposal to close the auditorium to ease a growing financial burden during the pandemic. Christy says it was hurtful because it came with no warning.
They didn't tell us prior to that moment that that was even on the table. 23 years of my life, and the university couldn't even tell me that that was a possibility. It really hurt.
The news also hurt an Ames High School senior who just got his photos taken there 2 weeks ago.
The value of Stephens is in the connections that it brings to people.
Adam Wolf grew up on the stage, doing the Nutcracker.
And the lights hit you, and all of a sudden you can see this whole vast sea of these cardinal red seats.
Now Adam is wondering why his family or other arts supporters never got a say in the decision.
Why was the community never asked to get on board and start a fundraising campaign to raise some of that money? There would be the possibility that you could raise that money in a capital campaign if you tried, but no one was ever asked to do so.
Pollard declined an interview but did respond to an email saying no one, including him, wants to cut C.Y. Stephens Auditorium. And he said when taking over the finances last year, he was already handed a very difficult financial situation, even pre-COVID-19. You can see his full response on our website, weareiowa.com. Eva Anderson, Local 5 News, We Are Iowa.
The athletics department says it's exploring additional ways to cut money, including evaluating what university sports programs they might eliminate.